Happy Thursday afternoon, carnivores. This is your host, Mike, and look at this. Do you guys know what this is? Does anybody know what this is? I can tell you what it smells like. Jack Daniels, wine, preferably Chardonnay, I think. Maple, apple, cherry, pecan, peach, and post oak. And some butter. I decided today, at 10 o'clock in the morning, that I was going to get roped into cooking a spiral ham. It was one of those pre-cooked, smoked ones that they say, but yet it tells you to still cook it anyway. At 10 o'clock in the morning was when the plan came to me, was given to me. How about we do a spiral ham? We'll do the rest of the chicken wings for lunch. We get hungry. Okay. Chicken wings started talking. We eat the chicken wings. At that point already, at 10 o'clock, I already had this in the smoker. Went from 10 o'clock to now, which is 6 o'clock, and it's been sitting out in its pan. I can't cut because everything wants to slide over here. It's been sitting on the pan. Get out of here, you little cunt. For about, it basically took 6 hours to cook, but it took 6 hours to recook, because for starters, at 10 o'clock in the morning, and as a lot of you know, when you cook a ham, they take forever to thaw out. So I did this a very extremely different way. Look at this thing. Look at the smoke ring on this thing. It is so big. I know. That's not what she said. Anyway. Gotta always have fun, right? You can play with your food. But anyway. So, it took 6 hours. It was completely frozen solid when I took it out of my deep freezer. I put it in my sink with some cold and lukewarm water. Got my smoker up to temp. Once my smoker hit 300 degrees, I pulled it out of the sink, put it in a pan, brought it outside, cut up in the packaging. It was still frozen solid. Then I decided to put it on the smoker because I couldn't get my probes into it. That's right, I couldn't stick my probes in my meat no matter how hard I tried. I couldn't get them in. So I decided to use the laws of physics. Just let the heat of the smoker thaw out the meat just enough so I could slide those probes inside. And when I did, we were at a whopping 19 degrees internal temperature. Hence the terminology deep freezer. Wow. I could tell a very dominant flavor in here would have to be the cherry. Cherry, I've noticed every time I use it, cherry and the apple are extremely dominant when it comes to the flavor. My God. Look at that. So one of the things I do is, because it's a spiral ham and it's obviously cut. If you don't know what a spiral is, you should, hopefully. Once it started cooking, and it kind of works like a flour almost, so it starts to spread open. So once it starts to spread open a little bit, I was taking butter and I was sliding butter in between the slices of it, mainly just to keep it basically moist, and then add some extra flavor to it. Because we used to love Butterball turkey until Butterball kind of went out the window, and now I'm afraid to even look at that shit. And this was a grass-fed ham, by the way. If a fly doesn't leave me alone, I'm going to eat it on camera. So all its fly friends can see what happened to Charlie. Oh my God, you're sick. Protein, bitch. It's good. I mean, the flavoring on it is great. Now, when I say flavoring, I don't mean like the artificial flavoring crap. I'm talking about like the flavor of it. Get out of here, you fuck. So if I can show you guys before I kill this fly next to me. Try to acquire this piece of meat. There we go. So you can see the coloration of it. So like at the top you have like the dark crusting of it. It's like, I feel like I'm living inside of a dome here. You got like the dark crusting on top, and then you see that kind of see-through-ish hue on top. That's that smoke ring. And that's where you find most of your flavor. I mean, you're going to find it in the meaty part too. But on the meaty part side, it could taste like the ham, you know. But when you get to the glowing orb that's in my hand, that's where you start tasting all the smoke. Now, this is one of those hams that, you know, you could take it out of the packaging, throw it in the oven, and heat it up. You don't have to smoke it. I like smoking my food for multiple reasons. The flavor, and it's extremely extra juicy. I mean, if I go to cook something in the oven, so day 3, Mike kills a fly. Shot Blue is day 52 of this diet. Look at that. Look at that coloration. Look how beautiful that is. You got light pink. You got like this glowing orange, and then you got the black right here. I mean, that is best. You can like just go for the black. It's that crunchy outside. It's like extra smoky. Flavor is so, it just pops. Now, the spiral ham, it's like this wide, this tall, and maybe like that long. So for 2 people, it's kind of tough. That's the other thing too I want to really discuss with people. Not discuss, but mention. And you guys can feel differently, it's up to you. But I notice that I also eat a lot less than I used to, like I was talking about yesterday. So that means that now when I make meals for 2 people, I gotta make things like half the size of what I would have normally made them at. So like this whole plate of meat right here, I'm probably not gonna finish all. If I do, I might be. I'm a little hungry, you know, who knows. But before, I was the kind of person that would fill my plate and finish it and then go get another one. And I'm not like that anymore. So now it's like the meals I make, I gotta like think. I'm like, okay, how long will this last? Well, tomorrow it's supposed to be downpouring. Saturday's supposed to be downpouring. Not that I don't mind smoking in the rain. It's just it could be a pain in the ass. So this kind of works out where, okay, we have this tonight, tomorrow, and then probably Saturday. But if you have your meat last for too long, it's kind of like having in-laws over. After a while, you had enough of them, you just want them to leave. You know, you try playing games with them. You know, you spray whipped cream on them. I don't know. Look, you're sticky. In-laws, relatives, whatever the hell. Same shit. And nice and juicy. So it's like, in my past, you know, what I would have done with a spiral ham if it was like lingering around too long, I was make ham sandwiches. Well, I'm having issues with my meat. We can't have bread anymore. Hey, which is fine. So, what else could we do? Well, we have some safe cheese. So, when we kind of get a little bored of just having meat in a plate, what I could do is take 2 big slices of meat and put a piece of cheese in between them and then cut them. So I'm basically having a ham sandwich, just minus the bread. You know. You know what's funny is, in my past, I used to be able to eat surf and turf. Now I can't. I get full on one or the other. Or it's either have surf or turf. Unless it's in like really small portions. And that's the other thing I'm learning, is how to make my portions hell of a lot smaller. And after yesterday getting my ass kicked by myself, by digging this big ass hole and putting this pond in and all this other shit, I woke up this morning a little sore and a little achy, but went away. But I was relaxing today. Today was a relaxed day. I was waiting for shit to come from Amazon and crap. You know, I just lounged around the house and did nothing. But tomorrow it's supposed to rain, so I'm gonna definitely be sitting around doing nothing. Actually, I'm looking for something that has gone MIA. Oh. This is where it stems back to, yet again, the fucking drinking. Like today, found out our bug zapper, right? Not found out, but realized the light's out on it. We go to look for the bulbs. We keep the bulbs in one fucking spot in my house. It's in the fucking closet that's in the middle of the hallway. It's got towels, medical supplies, light bulbs, bandages, fucking tissues, paper towels. Light bulbs. Go in there, can't find them. Mother looks, I look, and here we go. That's 2 items this week. I go Marco fucking poloing around the house looking for it. I'm in the attic, I'm in the garage, I'm in my bedroom, I'm in the living room, I'm in the dining room, I'm back in the kitchen. I'm like, where the fuck would I put this? So I go on Amazon. Maybe I just bought one bulb. Go on Amazon. I bought 6 fucking bulbs. Where the hell did they go? So I had to go buy 2 more bulbs. They'll be coming tomorrow. It irritates me the amount of stupid shit I did when I was drunk. I'm not talking about, you know, running buck naked down the street and peeing on a cop car like everybody else does. I'm talking about like misplacing crap in my house that I just don't know what the fuck it is. One of the things that used to scare me all the time when I was drunk, and it used to get me sober quick, is if I lost one of my car keys to any of my vehicles. Didn't matter which one. Especially my Challenger. Because I don't have a spare. One piece of meat I stuck in my mouth tastes good. The fat on this tastes like fucking candy. That's what it is. The fat. Outside layer right here. This thing. It's like biting into a fucking ham flavored Jolly Rancher. Oh my god. I might have to be alone with this. Not in that kind of way. That's what apple pie is for. That's good. Anyway. But I would like misplace shit. But I remember one time I was doing something and I put one of my head Challenger's car key down somewhere. And I was like, oh, let me go move it. Mind you, I'm drinking, but I'm not leaving my property at that point. So I'm like, oh, let me go move it. And I couldn't find the car key. It wasn't in my pants pockets. It wasn't in the car. It wasn't where I normally put it in the garage, and it wasn't on my dresser. I freaked out. I had no idea where the hell it went. I spent probably easily 2 hours hunting for this fucking car key. Finally, I'm like, and at that time, make matters worse, my Ram was in the shop, my Army truck was in the shop, my C10's at the restoration shop. The Suburban I didn't have at the time. And the Camaro, I think, wasn't running really. Whatever, really, at times. So, I had no other form of transportation, and I had work the next day. And it's like Sunday at like 5 in the afternoon. I'm pissed drunk. Now I'm straight sober because I can't find my car key. Well, I had to go to the bathroom. I remember this because I came out of drunk lane and I was sober as fuck. I sat down on the toilet and the car key is sitting on the countertop in my bathroom. What the fuck is it doing there? So, I remember that day because it happened more than one occasion. It wasn't even just that car. It was all my keys. I was working on a buddy of mine car. Well, one, him and I were friends. If I stopped talking to his dumb ass. And I was working on his car and I lost his car key. I needed to move the fucking car. Now I can't move the car because I don't have the car key. I'm like, where'd it go? The fucking car, magically, I don't know how this ever happened, but the key for the car was still inside the fucking car overnight. So that means that I was working on the car the day before, got too drunk to fucking realize to take the key out of the stupid thing, and went to my house and called it a day. Come out the next day to go move the car, can't move the car, can't find the key. Sitting in the fucking cup holder. Fucking crazy. And it's like that with power tools and anything. Anything under the sun that you guys can think of, I would misplace. Sweatshirts, clothing, gone. I would have a shirt on, take it off, don't know where I left it. I've been finding them, you know, in boxes in my garage, up in my attic, in the backseat of my truck or my Challenger. So I've been very grateful that I've been with this diet because it got me sober. And I tried so many freaking times to try to do it too. It's fucking awesome. All I drink now is water. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep boring you out with my conversations and stuff, but just definitely kind of something to look into. Or not look into, but look forward to. You know, if you want to try it, or you started the diet, or you're about to start it, or you know you're getting into it and stuff. You know, from the beginning. You know, I kind of like really didn't know shit. I was a little nervous of getting into it. And I was going through withdrawals of drinking. Now that I'm past that shit, oh my god, life has never been better. I mean, I get better sleep at night. I used to be up at all hours of the night. Now the only time I wake up in the middle of the night is to take a leak. Or for me, like last night, wake up, can't see at night with my glasses off. My room was dark as can be. I walked straight into a wall. That woke me up. But the kicker, though, is not only did it woke me up after I went to the bathroom, well, it woke me up then I went to the bathroom, but I literally went right back to bed and fell asleep. But I remember that. I would have never remembered that when I was drunk. Those times I woke up in the morning and I would have scratches, cuts, gouges, bruises. No idea where I got them from. Falling down drunk. I had one time in the winter. I woke up wearing nothing but my underwear. On my floor. It's 30 degrees in there. Wrapped in a half-ass blanket. I woke up freezing to death. Well, I was on the floor. That's where I made it. I wasn't even just on the floor. I was on the floor between my bathroom and my bed. So I basically passed out drunk, and that was that. That's another spot. If I was stupid enough to put it there.
Yeah, you got a box of brand new power cords you didn't even know you had.
Oh. I know now.
Yeah.
Another example.
Because I saw this box, looked like it could be the right size, but it has those cords in it.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to keep eating my meat and chowing down on my candy fat. Ugh. Bottoming out. Hey, it did pretty good, right? I got this left and I'm full. And that's what I'm talking about. Beforehand, man, I would eat all of that. I'd be smothering it with maple syrup and frickin' butter and stuff. I'd eat it all. There'd be cherries and pineapple. Don't have that on there. I would have cherries on it, but because I don't trust anything from the supermarket anymore, especially after I had the onions that lasted for over 8 months, and garlic cloves sitting out in the open, and all inclement temperatures, because my house can be as low as like 30 degrees in here, because it's like dead of winter and it's snowing outside, and I'm too lazy to start a fire. Usually I'm in the middle of starting a fire at that point.
Oh.
Or it could be like 90 plus degrees. And that was literally through temperatures. Both of them sitting in my kitchen, where it gets kind of warm and cold periodically, depending on what's going on in there, whether I'm running the stove, running the oven or not. There's moisture in there. We have the windows open all the time in the house, so moisture and wind and cold comes in and out. So it had definitely a wide range of environments. And I mean, when I cut one of them, just for the hell of it, when the onion's been sitting around for a while, it has such a strong odor to it. Had no odor to it. It was like, I was thinking it was going to decay, fall apart. No, I cut it like it was no big deal. Scary. So that's why I planted a lot of cool stuff around my property. I'll show you that in a couple days when. Actually, I'll show you that sooner or later. Maybe Friday in the rain. We'll walk around in the rain. I'll show you guys my solution to surviving the horrible food that is being thrown into our faces to poison us. Which might sound like a conspiracy, which I understand that 100%. Oh yeah, I got eaten to shit by mosquitoes, by the way, in case you're wondering. Apparently they love me. Because I don't have garlic in my system anymore. I used to eat a lot of garlic, never had problems with mosquitoes. Now that I'm not eating garlic anymore, I've become a walking bag of sugar. But anyway, guys, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, your family, send it to your mother-in-law, send it to your enemies, your sister's ass.
You got it.
Oh yeah.
You gotta have this.
And
Yeah, good believe it.
before we end this video, we have a tiny tomato.
Cherry tomato.
Cherry tomato. We started a little late this season on our greenhouses, and all we ended up getting was one tomato. So far. We also discovered, due to the watering system, we were also accidentally overwatering by a lot. So, a lot of things like I had that, things went fuckery this year. Usually we have a whole bunch of tomatoes. But there's no pesticides. It's grown from a seed in a greenhouse with just water. That's it. Just that's it. Just grows from a seed. We put in a little thing. I'll show you in the beginning of the year, if you guys are still watching and stuff, how we do all the different shit. But here's a cherry tomato. Wow.
Isn't that delicious?
That's really good.
Isn't that good? I remember it, and so it's going to sit here and go bad, because I bought it a couple of days ago.
Not sour, not too sour, not too sweet.
No.
Perfect. Flesh was nice. And you know what? My mouth doesn't have an acidic taste to it like store-bought tomatoes. My mouth doesn't feel waxy like store-bought tomatoes. Tomatoes. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video. Tomorrow will probably be more ham, and maybe we'll walk around the yard and you guys get to see all the stuff I planted, so we can, get ourselves into the position of basically living off the land. Well, I actually will be living off the land, minus the meats and stuff that I have that I get from Wild Fork. Because there's really nothing around me I can shoot, kill, and eat. Not legally, at least. So, unless I go hunting. Later.